Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going live with Wendy from Healthy with Wendy. I'm just waiting for her to send me a request, or perhaps I will send her a request. And the two of us are going to be discussing the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. We will also be discussing her source book, and we will be discussing her living in Europe as a raw vegan, which will be extremely interesting. And she sent me a request, so here she is. Okay, so exciting. And thank you everybody for joining us. Hi,
hey.
Wendy, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great here. So good to see you again.
Yeah, so good to see you too. What time is it where you are?
3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's a nice time. And whereabouts are you now?
I'm in Spain.
Oh, you're still there? Yeah, you're still there. Nice.
I got this sunshine going on here on my right.
Oh, well, it gives like a nice glow look to your face. I've just got darkness.
Oh, where are you?
Vietnam, but it's 8:30 at night here.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it. So today we're going to, first of all, we'll talk a little bit about your journey. We'll talk about living in Spain, and then we will also talk about your source book.
Awesome. Sounds like a great summary.
Yeah, yes, it certainly does. So tell me a little bit about your raw journey and how it came about that you started eating a raw vegan diet.
So I've been raw vegan since the beginning of 2016, or I was already like doing a lot of high raw foods in 2015, but I didn't know anything or anybody that was doing that. I was just thinking, okay, after tweaking my diet a lot, having a lot of health issues, I decided that raw, that would be like just not cooking or cook it very little. And yeah, that would have the highest vibration. I made Kilian photography, and this photography, you can see the energetic aura of your food. And I thought it really cool that the more processed the food, actually, the more dead it is. So
I think I've seen that, like with the tomatoes, and you can see like all the different. Yeah, I have. Yeah, cool.
Yes, and this is one of the famous photos that goes around on the internet for like years and years, you know. So that kind of confirmed that. I read a book of a doctor, Hans Molenberg. He's a Dutch doctor that worked a lot with that. He came from anthroposophy, so that's like the Steiner stream, and it kind of confirmed that the highest vibration would be like that, and especially it was for how to heal yourself from a perspective of vaccines and children, because I was researching on this topic. And he kind of confirmed my inner belief, and I found that really cool. And so I went to do that, but I was breastfeeding at the time, and I was thinking, okay, detox, I need to do that because I heard about that one time, and I thought, okay, that's when you just do smoothies and juice and you just clean your gut, because my gut, I know, like, that would probably create all these hormonal disbalances that send signals to my brain that I need to eat specific things, or that I'm sad or anything, and that they're interfering with what I really want. And they're just sending signals to my brain, telling my ego to, eat crappy food. And I was thinking, well, that cannot be good for me, even though I feel very attracted to all this junk food. So yeah, that's why I was working on my gut to improve that. And I did that in several different ways. Yeah, I wasn't there yet. I was at that time very sleep deprived. I had a lot of pain. I had a lot of inflammation. Yeah, I had a pelvic instability that was so severe to the point that I was unable to go up and down the stairs, just a 13-step single stairs that you find in a home, because it would stretch the ligaments around my pelvis, my SI joints way too much. And all the doctors, like all 5 of them, I tried different, doctors in the hospital. They all said, yeah, we cannot help you. You have to calm down. You have to keep moving, but not too much. Don't force it. So no carrying things, heavy things, no going up and down the stairs. If it hurts that much, it means you're stretching yourself too much. If you feel like the bones are scratching against each other, the soft bone, I don't know, just cannot find a word in English for that. So don't do that. And I was just, I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? I cannot give up. And I felt, not depressed, but down a lot, crying a lot, because I was just so tired and I wanted to find the answer. And I was trying to listen to them and listen to what I want. For example, in the middle of the day, I would have my baby, because this was when Keon, my baby, he was then like around 1.5 to 2 years old in that period. And I would sit down the stairs, and I had to go up because I need diaper, because I was doing baby on the potty. That's like baby communication, where you can talk with your child and feel when it needs to pee. And I was doing that, and it was going really well, but not all the time. So yeah, I was having cloth diapers upstairs, and I really didn't take one down the stairs this particular day. And so I was really down the stairs, sitting there with his clothes, like he was in the living room on the carpet, on the floor, like cold, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? Because it hurt so much, and I was so tired, and I was just completely broken. And at that moment, I decided that these doctors, I cannot believe them. I will not believe, aka listen to them too much. I will take their opinion into account, but I have to listen to me. And I believe that nature has the answer for us. Nature will, we are nature. Humans are nature. We're part of the earth. We live on this planet. And that belief it came in my head, and it's always been there. And it was so strong that I just decided, okay, in that moment, I'm going to do whatever it takes to heal my body. I will do research. I will ask more people. I asked so many people. I had 27 different alternative therapists and 5 doctors at this moment that I was consulting to figure out what to do about it.
Oh my goodness.
So I decided, you figure it out. This is the moment. You have to do it. So yes, I went on my bum backwards up the stairs, with your hand pushing yourself up. It's like this moment, like it's so embarrassing. Even though you're alone, you just feel like broken. And what was I, 33, I guess? 32, 33?
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be crippled like an 18-year-old when you're just in your 30s. So that moment was really determining the future, and me and forcing me to take more raw food in my diet. And at some point after that, I heard about this detox, people juicing things again. And I found this mother's detox. So a group of Dutch women, they said, yeah, I did it once. Some like you do smoothies, juice, and soup for if you don't, it was middle of the winter. So they said that to me, and I said, okay, if you're going to do it again, I'll join you because I want. And I just had to ignore the baby doctor saying, you cannot do that because you're breastfeeding. You cannot, like it's dangerous for your baby. And I was like, it's also dangerous for your baby if you cannot carry him. It has no mother. It cannot work. And then I was at some point so convinced that going more on the raw food, eating fruits and vegetables more, with my supplements and everything that I was doing, not chemical supplements, but like herb powders like chlorella and like superfood like wheatgrass and things like that. I was adding a super berry powder concentrate. I was doing all stuff like that. So they gave me the confidence in at this moment. I also graduating on the medical subject. So I was doing pharmacology and pathology and anatomy at this time. So having all these books in my house, having consulted so many people, and that at this point I felt confident, even breastfeeding, to start on these 3 weeks of liquid mother detox. And that's actually the path that I chose in December 2015. And I couldn't wait. So the 26th, we have second day of Christmas. It's family party. And I decided I don't want to wait until January 1st. So I just already started. I couldn't wait 4 more days.
So you started early. So you started the whole thing early, but you still were part of the group when they started?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say the last part again?
Were you still part of the group though when they actually did start?
Oh yes, we were in this mom group. This group was like a mom group with, I think we were with 12 of us, and there were 5 doing it, and we were having a forum online, and we were having Facebook like that. Yeah.
And
still
are
know
you
them.
still in contact with any of those people, those mums?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I hear only few words because of the connection.
Okay. Are you still in contact with any of those mums?
Yes. Yeah. Not really like very like friends, but actually one of them I recently spoke, and another one, we still like follow each other on Facebook, and every now and then I ask, hey, does anybody have shoes that are too small? I need some, things like, I have extra sweater. Does anybody want this sweater?
And are any of them still raw or do the challenges anymore?
So this challenge was totally not to go raw.
Right.
It was really to do a 3-week detox according to orthomolecular therapies. That's a study that's done in Belgium and Netherlands, and a lot of therapists in Netherlands do that. And orthomolecular, that just means like supplements and tiny particles, and it's really all about nutrition, and it has almost nothing to do with the lymphatic system and the way you get rid of your waste from the lymphatic system. It's really looked at from a point of nutrition, and not really from the point of elimination. And here and there they go into the depth of the chemistry of the liver, the function of the hormonal system. What does the parathyroid, how are the all the how do you say that, hormonal producing organs working together? They do look at that, but they really look at like, oh, if you don't have that, you need to eat more of this. And not get rid of the acid. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's so interesting. And are these like mainstream like doctors who do this?
There are some mainstream doctors that do this, yes, but most of them are just therapists. In the Netherlands, you cannot, like, if you want to be a doctor, you must study the medicine all the way to the end. And if you want to do a natural doctor, actually, it's not possible to do a study for that. You can either study to be a doctor, like in the hospital all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And then become a natural orthomolecular therapist on the side and call yourself orthomolecular doctor because you do that.
Okay.
So this is also why I'm a therapist. Even though I did really well on my regular Western medicine exams, I will never be a doctor if I want to get my diploma in the Netherlands.
Right. Okay. Oh, so you studied medicine?
Yes, only a bit. Yeah, it would be like the same level that like nurses do, but we have to go a little bit deeper into the chemistry.
Wow, that's so interesting. I never knew that. Wow. So how many years ago did you go down this journey? And when you did the 3-week cleanse, were you able to like get up those stairs after that?
So actually, I wanted to go vegetarian like a really long time ago, since I was very young, and I tried to do that when I went living on my own 3 times, and I drastically failed. That was, I know now, due to the fact that I was just super anemic, so not enough iron. And that's actually because my B12 is not processed, because I like super stomach inflammation for super long. And well, you know, the whole gut health was just a disaster. Yeah. And I was on this B12 during my pregnancy, and also when I was, you know, when the period I was explaining about, like before 2012, 13, 14, 15. And I took like 1/10 of what you're supposed to, but it kept my levels good, and it was way better than before. So yeah, I figured out that what I need is in red berries, blackberries, you know, like every berry you can imagine, like dark black grapes, everything that's in this category. So it was,
and they're very abundant in Europe, I believe.
Yes,
berries.
yes, in the garden. Yeah. You can have them. They're all over the place.
Oh, how lucky.
So currants, like for example, black currants, they are amazing. And all these therapists also keep saying to me, take this black currants, like a tincture or a powder. And I was like, yeah, but we have them like enormous, like buckets of full in the garden. Yeah. So I would just eat those in a smoothie or just like that. And then when I was having the 3 weeks after, you're supposed to rebuild. So in this program, you're supposed to eat rice again. And then after a week, you can try meat. And that was like after, I was actually, it's going really well with this smoothie and soup and juice thing. So I just thought I just do a little bit more of this smoothie, juice and soup stuff. So I was still eating cooked food. And then I was like, okay, actually, I should use Google a little bit, because I want to continue to do this. I want to continue because I feel way better, like way better. And then I was, wow, I went vegetarian, and I was already not eating dairy for years. So actually, I went vegan. Like, oh my God, I'm not eating any animal products. I did it. And these berries, they come in mind because I was using these supplements. And then, Keon was really cool. He stole my mouse. He clicked on an YouTube video of Dr. Robert Morse, and he just explained why these berries were working for me, and that he has people eating only berries or only grapes. And I was going like, wow, that's totally what I need. So from that moment, I became fruitarian, and I was on the path of detox and regeneration, and I did not want to go back. It was for me amazing, because 3 weeks more, and I was able to go up and down the stairs. And so 3 weeks more, I was only on fruit and these berries. I was still having my supplements, and I slept. And that was just amazing. I slept through the whole night. And guess what? My baby Kian, he went with me, not only grapes, but I gave him, again, only fruits. And he slept too. And we were just sleeping. And you know that if you haven't slept for 3 years, That
Yeah.
is such a relief. Like I was waking up at 8 by myself and I'm awake. I'm not like in pain. I'm not like fuzzy in my brain. I'm not, oh my God, another day. How am I going to make it to the end? No, I just
Yeah,
wake up
yeah,
and
I
I'm like, wow. So people say me,
and then
is
from
it
there
true?
on in, you were fine, you were sleeping, you were able to move.
Yeah, I was doing a whole lot better, whole lot better.
Wow. Wow, and now
Yeah,
you were
and
still in
of
the
course,
Netherlands then. Now, how many years ago did this occur, Wendy? How
yeah,
long ago?
so 2016.
Okay, cool. Right.
So
And
like,
then from then on in, you remained raw.
yes,
Yeah.
I stayed raw. I went, I went to follow Dr. Robert Morris's videos, all of them. I wake up, I turn one on. When I will go biking, I listen to one on my phone. When I'm in the gym, I listen to one on the phone. I make food at home. I just turn it on because, you know, in the background. And when I would hear something that was applying to myself, I would make notes and notes and notes. And I got his book. And then I was using a lot of herbs since I was also therapist and I have access to how do you sell like a wholesale, especially for therapists and so I can order anything I want.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So I started to add more herbs in my diet, either powders or in a capsule powder or in a tincture. And in the end, I also looked at his combinations and bought some of their office. And I did that all the way through 2016 and 2017. And yeah, 2016 was the year of change for me. I
Wow.
um, I really wanted to do this really juice cleanse, so not just soup and smoothie. And
Yeah.
I learned a lot that I really cannot handle bananas and things like that, like broccoli, cauliflower. I tried to eat kale one time. Like, oh, it was like having rheumatism all over again. Like all these joints would hurt.
Right. Yeah, because harder to digest, harder for your body to digest. But
Yes,
what
my
about
body was not
now?
ready.
Can you digest those foods now, or still no?
So yes, that's going, it's still not my favorite, but I
Yeah.
can eat it now if
Yeah.
I do not eat the whole cauliflower. Like I can now, if I, for example, I learned frozen and then unfreeze them, like thaw them and then put them in something, it goes pretty well. I can eat peas. I like peas now, fresh peas. I love them actually. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. And I was really also, before I went raw, I had so much problems with legumes. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would never eat beans. And now it like, and then I learned sprouting, like sprouting mung beans, for example, because
Yeah.
I used to eat mung beans in the before, and yeah, I sprout them and there's no problem. So I really learned the difference between the food that makes my body feel good and the ones that make pain, or pain is inflammation. So yeah, and there's still some things that I like, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, or everything that's in the category that ends with col, coleslaw. Yeah, that's something to take in moderation for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I understand that.
But it's
And
so much better. I can combine things now. In the beginning, I was super strict because one, because I wanted to follow this program, but also because I was really listening to, if I put it in my mouth together, how does it feel? Do I really feel attracted to swallow it? And a lot of the time I would be super hungry, but I wouldn't
yeah.
be really attracted to a certain combination. So really, yeah, we do a lot of mono mealing and mono juicing.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So that's been a big part, and still to this day, you still do a lot of mono milling, I believe. Yes.
yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now somebody's asked you a question. Estella Marie Vasconcelos. I hope I said it right. She said, "What about fermented foods?"
Ah, yes, that goes right. That goes fine. Actually, in the beginning, and not the beginning, but 2017. So 1 year after that winter, after my juice party of 78 days, I was able to eat anything, go anywhere, fly without being sick, run without getting inflamed feet, running up and down the stairs, like running and not like step, but like jumping a little bit like that, you know, without problems. So yeah, it was fermented food. We made our variety of kimchi and sauerkraut, like buckets, 10-kilo buckets. And we shared, like, it was more my partner at the time who was really eating them like 3 times a day, and me just a little bit 1 time a day.
Eating fermented foods 3 times a day.
Sorry, can you say it again?
He was eating fermented foods 3 times a day.
Yes, so he was just having it with, you know, like with his breakfast and with his lunch and with his dinner. And it was his way to go raw, actually. It was really, he did 30 days of juice with me. And then, yeah, he was really liking it. And Kian was really liking it. And after, I never spent any time making them anymore, really. So when I meet somebody who made kimchi 2 times, well, I ate that. Somebody made carrots, but now I'm totally not attracted. Yeah,
I understand that. Now, you're very interesting, Wendy, because you created your own fruit festival. You host, you created, you put together the Dutch Fruit Festival. Tell me, what was the inspiration for that, and how did you put it together? Because I gather it's a lot of work, and I mean, it takes manpower, finances, all these kind of things. How did you get it all together?
Yeah, it takes all of that. Indeed, you're right. It takes a lot of work. Well, when in 2018 I went to the UK Fruit Fest, because I found it when I was traveling with my family on Interrail with training through Europe. And I found it and I was just so happy. I was like, oh, wow, there are people like me. They exist. They go all together and I want to meet all of them. And so I squeezed in our Interrail trail all the way at the end, the last day of my train ticket, that my family would go from Paris back to the Netherlands, and I would go in the Eurotunnel to London and then take a train and go to the festival. And when I came there, I learned that a lot that I was learning from all the videos and everybody been following for the last 2.5 years. Yeah. Wow, I actually know a lot. And wow, it's so amazing to have all these people. And I'm so happy that I'm there. I'm so grateful that I'll be able to go there. We should have this on the mainland. And I looked, but I didn't find anything. So in 2018, so this was 2017, and 2018, I said, okay. Yeah, a Dutch person at the festival said, we should have one, but I don't know how to do that. And I said, I know how to do that. I just don't want to do it alone. And
yeah, of course.
Yeah, we started with a group of 5, I think 6 people. And so I just got started. I made a website, I made a plan, I made a program. I asked everybody that I know that is like 5 to 10 to 20, 30 years on the diet, if they want to come and give a talk. And lots of people said yes. There were so many people that wanted to come that I was like, okay, well, we have enough speakers now. And yeah, I went all over the Netherlands and the South to find a venue. And yeah, I must say that within 2 weeks, everybody of the team quit. But I was like, what? I already made a website.
So they quit on you. So you put this together, and you had your team that was with you quit on you.
Yeah, except one really good friend, and
she was going. Managed to put it together.
Well, it's okay, because this one good friend that I was she was going to the venue with me, actually died on the day, second Christmas Day. That was 2 days before we would go to the venue. And
She
that
died?
just, she died, yeah, in her sleep. She was
Oh
only
my
28
goodness.
or something, 27 or something like that.
Wow.
So
So
I know that she had
sad.
health issues, and we were working together, and she was also not anorexic or anything anymore because she was really ill in the past, but I guess 2 flus in a row. It was her time,
Yeah,
I guess.
because her immune system and her organs still would have probably been quite weak if she had an eating disorder prior.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was very good on track for like 2-3 years when I met her. But yeah, you know, if you keep vomiting and running to the toilet for a week, 2 weeks in a row, and you don't have, and nobody's in the house, you know, like, I guess they said her heart just stopped in her sleep. Well, what the way to go. It's a beautiful way. But so this was also one of those strange moments that I was like, no, this is not happening. I'm doing this festival. Like I had like a house and a safe job and everything, but I didn't want that. I want to travel the world, run my own business, help people, tell everybody, like, eat fruits and vegetables. It's amazing. You don't have to do all this other complicated stuff. Just eat healthier and your problems will you know, your health problems will just decrease by that. And I just wanted so much to be there for anybody that would be in a situation that I was before, looking for the answer. So I thought, to make it public, I have to be visible and to show it that it's possible. Otherwise, other people cannot find it. And yeah, I was like, yeah, but if I quit now, like, quitting is something in my world, it's disaster, you know, like failure is just for me like death.
Not an option.
So,
Not an option.
so I was like, I have to do this, and I just like neglected a whole lot of other stuff. But
Well, I can imagine, because I can't even start to fathom just how much work would have been involved. Now, how many people came to your Dutch festival?
so 55 people.
Wow, that's a lot of people. I mean, look, I know I used to run, I mean, it's not a fruit festival, but I used to run a poker club, and I know how much time and energy when we'd have events went into organizing these events. It's a lot of work. And it's just a testimony to you, especially since you had this group together. And as usual with certain people, when the going gets tough, the tough get going and the rest sort of slide apart. You just did so well to put it together, and I'm actually in awe of you for doing that. And it just proves the kind of person that you are, like, to put something amazing together like that. And not to mention, you healed yourself. I mean, you were not walking, and then you're like this miracle, and you educated yourself to find the right tools, and you found the right leader to help you in healing yourself, and you worked out what you needed to do. And then you said, you know what, I'm going to start a fruit festival, you know, as you do. And you got it all together. So, I mean, that's so cool, Wendy. Like, so cool, and something to be so proud of yourself for. And really, like,
Wow, Jade.
Yeah.
Wow, Jade, what a waterfall of compliments. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because no, that's something to really, really, I mean, that's something that really makes you shine. And I just think it's a really great thing that you've done. And it's a really good thing. Like, you can just see your passion for this lifestyle, that you just wanted to share it so much. And no matter what, it's like, I'm going to let everything else slide. It's okay. I'm going to get this all together. So that's awesome. Like, so cool. And now you're an author, you're an ebook creator, and you're part of the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. And this time your contribution is a source book. Now, first of all, can you tell the people watching, why are sources so important as part of a raw vegan lifestyle?
Oh, that would be an easy question, I guess. It's all in the sauce, baby. Well, you know, like people think we just eat celery sticks and plain lettuce every day, the same plain lettuce. But that's really not true. There is such a gigantic variety of fruits and vegetables and sprouted legumes that we can all use, that we can all eat, and that we combine to work for us in an optimal way. That, yeah, that you just have to do it to put them in your sauce, to do that, to make a beautiful dish, that a tasty dish. And there are so many people. First of all, I made the nice cream, right? Because that was just the gift for the moms, for all the kids that, you know, what to give them. They don't want to eat the lettuce, and they, you know, they eat smoothie and nice cream. They do that. And then the parents go, but yeah, but what if we eat this lettuce, or what do we do with it? So yeah, we, like, for example, this, you know, it doesn't have so many ingredients, but it looks like it's full of, oh my God.
I can see you got kimchi in there, so definitely the fermented foods are getting around.
It's not kimchi.
Oh, what is the little bit of cabbage you got there? You got a bit of cabbage or something white with some red dots on it.
Yes.
What is it?
That is, oh, what is the name? Parsnip. White parsnip. Like a root.
Yes,
so,
yes.
You can spiralize it, or I use this slicer with little hooks on it, and you can I'll take one. You can make spaghettis from it, and there's so many sweet potatoes, courgette, cucumber, all kind of carrots, beets. You can use your tool to make spaghettis out of it, and then you can make different sauces, different dressings. So when it's a bowl like that, I have a curry sauce that goes well. I make in my book like a tomato base. So this is the basic tomato sauce that anybody can do. It's a few ingredients. And then from there, I take you through few other recipes where I give some examples of what to add to this base. So you have tomato base. Then there's one that's tzatziki base.
Oh,
so that's the green one.
I really do love tzatziki.
And yeah, I am not, like, in the beginning, garlic and me, oh no, like the, you know, like I said, the sulfurous vegetables, no, and garlic, no. But now, yes, garlic, I can, if I don't exaggerate and I don't eat it too much, if I do that 4 days in a row, it gives me gas. So, but I can eat it 1 or 2 days in a row, not giving me any gas. So
yeah,
I'm doing better. And this kind of base recipes, then you can add like different kind of fruits to that, or different kind of herbs to that, and then I take you in the book through different recipes and actually teach you that if you make a base of a certain vegetable, you can add flavor by different herbs or different fruits, and then this combination you have to learn to try. You have to taste it and see, this is good for me, or no, this is a really terrible combination. So that's the sauce book, and it's really for everybody to easily incorporate vegetables in the daily life. And I try to make them as simple as possible. I know there are a little bit more elaborate recipes as well. I do wanted to have like, and my pesto, my heavy metal pesto, and the tzatziki, and then put them together, because this is just the top, you know, that's just the, you know, the best.
That's the party.
That's the best. So that, and I do wanted to add a curry, and I used some special ingredients that not everybody always uses, but you see them, they come in season, they are even in the supermarkets. And then it's like, what can I do with it? Because you're not cooking anymore, can't cook it. Can you eat it raw? And I just wanted to show you, yes, you can. And if you use it in this recipe, then it's cool.
Here we go. Wallace61 said, I made your sunny lime tomato sauce yesterday and it was delicious. That sounds delicious. You sold me at sunny, because sunny just sounds like it's exciting. But I agree with you on sauces. Sauces are everything, and they are the ultimate key to success on a raw vegan lifestyle. And I can't stress to people enough how important it is to learn some basic sauce recipes so that you can enjoy your salads. And like you said, get your herbs in, make a meal, if it's whether it's out of your fruit, adding some tender greens and things like that, and really enjoying salads. And Wendy has provided a source book, and I think source books are really the ants pants, and everybody needs sources. Like I tell people all the time, if you want to be successful in this lifestyle, you've got to be able to make a sauce, because let's be real, I mean, I can sit there and eat raw lettuce and stuff like that because I've been eating like this for a long time, and I love nothing more than just sitting there and eating lettuce because I'm a little bit weird. But most people, if they're new to this lifestyle, then they're not going to eat like that. They need to have the sauce and it all dripping in there and everything like that. So having a sauce book is absolutely awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I wasn't like that in the beginning either, but then my chef skills came back up because I used to experiment with food a lot. I have, you know, my grandpa being a chef and my dad also really good with food, and I really have the nose for it. So yeah, if you have this skill, sometimes you know, when people come to my house, I wanted to make something special, and then I challenged myself to create the same flavors in a raw dish that I used to have in the cooked meals. So I was just, and that was just a fun thing to do for me. And but not every week, you know, not every day, just every now and then I would go crazy and we'd make 5 dressings in one evening, and they would go, why we have 5? I felt inspired.
But you know, that's exciting too, and especially if it's a bit of a potluck style thing, because we all have different tastes and we all have different taste buds, and we all like, well, this might go with this and this with this. And you on your traveling journey, and I know you told me last time that we spoke that you have stayed in sort of hostels and things like that, and your son and you really inspired other people to eat raw salads and dressings and things like that. And it's really cool when you can have those different varieties. And for anybody who's interested in really encouraging like friends, family, or even complete strangers in going raw, making a heap of different dressings can really entice people to enjoy it, because it's like, you know, when you go into the supermarket and you get to have those little testers. Like I used to always love that. I mean, I was in the shops even the other day. They had these strawberries out, and strawberries are really expensive here in Vietnam. And they had strawberry testers, and I'm like, you know, I think it's great. So I would be the same way. If I have all the dressings out, I'll be like, oh, little testers, how cool.
Yes, that was just for Keon and his father. That was just for them, you know, in our house. But yes, and traveling is also different. When we were traveling, I wherever I go, I buy myself one of those little blenders or little manual, how do you call it? The stick blender. I always forget it, hand, but
stick blender. I call them a stick blender, immersion blender, I think they call it.
Yes, I know it's called like that. I use it in my book, but I since the beginning that I saw it in English, it's stuck in my brain as a stick blender instead of.
And you know what? I think
immersion
you know
blender.
what you're talking about. The stick blender, the immersion blender. We call it something else. We call it a hand blender in Australia. I think there's so many different names for it anyway.
Yeah, so that would be super cool. So if you ever come to our side, to our European side anytime soon, I hope you want to visit our festival. And it'd be really cool.
I want to get to Europe. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it won't be for some time because I'm quite poor at the moment after being homeless for the last 6 months thanks to the pandemic. But, I mean, when I say homeless, I was sort of just floating around countries because I couldn't get into my own country, and my visa had run out in the country that I was in. So it was just a bit of a scary time. But now I've got my base back in Vietnam and I'm starting to work again and everything. I can start saving some money. And I hope I'd like next year to get over to Europe, and hopefully, you know, everything will be safe over there, and you know, everything will stay calm. I'm still we're all watching the news to see what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. But yeah, definitely, it's my ultimate dream to go to London. But if I get to London, I'm gonna obviously go to the other places. I've always wanted to see beef eaters.
Well, we're not far from London. It's only 20
no,
minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I get there, I can definitely, I can get to the Netherlands.
You 20 minutes flying. You come to Eindhoven. We pick you up. The venue's right next to the
is that all it is? But you're in Spain. How are you going to do the Dutch festival? You come back for it, do you?
The same as I did last year, and I tried to do the year before with my car, traveling through 5 or 6 countries, up and down all the time, multiple times a year. And then they say, do you have a test? No. Okay, go back. Okay, go try again. Nobody asked for the test. La 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 la. Oh, you have a test? This time I have a test. So yeah, it's a little bit like scary, because you're doing something that's not right, but you cannot go getting yourself tests all over the time. You know, you go for 1 week and then you need, yes, it's only valid 24 hours. I say, yeah.
I know.
It's 1,600 kilometers.
It's insane.
It takes me 2 or 3 days, you know. I cannot, what do you want me to do? Get a test in between? No way.
Well, that's why I'm hoping, like in the next 12 months, like I've said, I don't want to travel anywhere, because I did a lot of traveling during the pandemic and it wasn't fun. It's not enjoyable. It's very stressful, because you're worried, is my test okay? Is this okay? Are they going to ask for this? Have I got all this? You know, and it's an absolute nightmare. And I'm hoping within the next 12 months that things will calm down. And then I'll definitely, you know, when the world's a bit normal again and everything, definitely.
Yes.
I'm a seasoned traveler. I'm like you. I'm a traveler. I'm a very seasoned traveler. But, you know, traveling during the pandemic's not for the faint-hearted. It really isn't. And
well, now it's like that, but now it's really good. I know that Europe decided somewhere in last year, the end of last year, that whatever happens, we'll keep everything open during the summer, because we need the economics to keep on going. So this is also why I have the festival in the summer. They said July, August, but usually that's half July to end of August. So I decided to be in the middle of August now, 8 to 11 August, so that we are absolutely certain we're in this beautiful period where nobody goes annoying you with tests or things or codes or whatever. And yeah, I just wanted to do that. And Switzerland's really cool too. They require nothing anywhere. You know, mask, no rules, no things. You can do like normal. So that's also really cool. And in Netherlands,
UK now as well too. They've become really quite free as well. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. And I'm just like totally praying within 12 months the world will start to be a little bit normal, because that's what we want. We want the world back to being normal. Yeah, so now before we finish up, because at 9:30, just to let you all know, I do have another live. I've got a live with Karen Ramsey, and that'll be all about menopause health, which will be really interesting. It's interesting for me anyway, so I will get something out of this, definitely. I want to ask you, Wendy, what is your favourite item in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle?
The favorite item?
Yeah, what's your favorite thing in the bundle that you've seen?
Until now, I have done a lot of things, but the next one that I'm really excited for is this relationship course of Julie. Julie Taffeteller. She's a relationship coach. I watched some of her going live. I have the pleasure of talking to her after our call. But yeah, from the beginning when I found it, I was like, wow, I'm so excited about that. I have not done all the courses, but I've been doing yoga I've been doing some yoga with Julia from Germany. I've done some sushi with Christiane. That was really amazing. Yeah, I love the potluck book. This is really like the same what happened last time. This This collaboration book is so beautiful. It's
The
so big.
collaboration books are wonderful.
And everybody's like, it looks like everybody chose their best recipe to go in this potluck book. So I would really recommend that to everybody watching. That like just go to my bio, go to Jade's bio, click our link, check it out. There is also an explanation of what is in the potluck book. That is everybody, even people that did not contribute to book this time, but only contribute to recipe, like 70 raw vegans, like all contributed a recipe to this book. And this is something.
Yeah, so there's over 70 recipes, and this book is only ever available in the bundle. If you don't get the bundle, you will not get this book. And it's over 70 potluck recipes. And I mean, these are recipes that you could create to encourage your family to become raw. These are recipes that you could create like when you're transitioning to raw, or they're just like on a Saturday night special. There's all sorts of really good things. Yeah, the potluck book's just awesome. I agree. And someone said, I haven't finished the last bundles yet. Yeah, I understand. Like, there's a lot to go through. But even if you purchase the bundle, just to get one or two different items, and this one is a really special one. It's not like the last one. There's so many courses in this one. So there's a lot of, you can watch things as you go. And that's why Wendy said, I haven't got through all the courses yet. Neither have I, because there's so many courses on there, and they're not little courses. They're extensively long courses. So, like, you are actually going to learn and educate yourself on something. Like I interviewed Raw Nutty Nate today, and he's got a whole microgreen Currants and sprouts course, and like that's going to take me a couple of weeks to get through. And that's how, but I'm going to learn through it, because I want to make my own microgreens. I want to make my own sprouts. So I'm going to learn through it. And like for $49, it's going to save me a lot of money, because these things aren't cheap. Like just for a container of sauerkraut, you're looking at 10 or 12 bucks. So like, I'm going to just save money learning how to do that in itself.
Exactly. And it's really so worth it. So it's really amazing. So if you're thinking about, oh, I would really want, Wendy's contribution, this sauce book sounds amazing, and you want it, but then, and you think, oh, I want to do this yoga course, or I want also to do the book of Jade. And if you combine 2 or 3 of these, it's already worth the money. And I believe that, the courses that I just spoke about, also the menopause course of Karen, you'll be talking with her later. If you have some hormonal problems going on as a woman and you're 30, doesn't matter. Menopause is far away. Even then, this course is really amazing. So I would,
and she knows
I looked at her videos.
She's been a raw vegan for 28 years. So
I always say to people, if you want to sponsor any one of us, we're all working for ourselves. So if you want to sponsor Jade, go there. You want to sponsor me, come to my bio. If you want to go to anybody else, go click their link. So that's a little bit how we get paid as well, and we get something back. And so just go to the link, check it out, how you feel about 1 or 2 or 3 things, and if it's worth it. And after, we will, I don't know what you will do with your book, but I'm going to have it printed. Look over there.
Yeah, I always get mine printed too. I haven't got the last couple of books that I've created printed, because I haven't been in Vietnam. But now I'm back in Vietnam, I will get mine printed as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
You wanna have a look? This is
sure. Why not? Beautiful. So you had it bound?
So but this is the test actually here in Spain. So it's only having a few recipes and the end, and the layout is just a mess, because I send it to the printer because they asked the example, and I said, well, my book isn't finished yet, but I can send you where I'm at now. And then to ask about, what to do with the margins, and what to do with the bleed, and what kind of, what colors they use here. I don't know, like in the Netherlands, I know this place, and it came out like this, the way they give you an example paper, they couldn't do that. So They just test printed it for me, and so I could see it. And yeah, I think it looks pretty okay.
Yeah, it looks
I'm gonna
beautiful.
have it printed not like this, because I do have another one there with with my name and everything on the side, like this one. But I'm gonna have it printed like this.
Yeah, that's how I get mine printed. I just get them bound like that. And
when you have a cooking book, you just want to put it like this in your shelf. You know, I was trying it, but it's so annoying. It goes all the time. So yeah, so it's super, super cool. So you're gonna have your books printed. I was thinking maybe
it's cheap as chips over here. It cost me about $2 in Vietnam to get it done. So
wow.
yeah, and that's why I haven't had it done because I didn't want to have any excess baggage, because I had too much baggage anyway while I was traveling. But now I'm back here, I will definitely get them printed out again.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, so it has been wonderful talking to you. Now, Wendy and I will be catching up on Saturday night. So we're going to be having a live, I'll be on her channel. So we're going to be having another catch up, which is cool because you're great to catch up with and you're great to talk with. So that's really exciting. I'm about to go live now with Karen Ramsey. I don't know if have you got a live now?
I got a break for my salad, and then I'm talking with Julie and Rebecca after.
Yeah, so there you go. There'll be a couple more lives on Wendy. So keep checking out the lives. They're great fun. And also purchase the bundle, because remember, you're supporting the small businesses, small vegan businesses as well. So, yeah, and it's great to support us because that's our income.
We have to eat too. Yes. So Jade, thank you very much for your beautiful words. I'm looking forward to on Saturday that I'll be asking you some questions. I'm looking really forward to it. So I found them back in the meantime.
Yeah, no, I can't wait either. Can't wait. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.